Reality. Reality receipts.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. We're back to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 13, and also Vanderpump Rules, Season 12, Episode 2. And at the very end of this episode, we have a super special treat. We have an interview with Venus from Vanderpump Rules. As we mentioned last time, he is our favorite so far, and we were so excited to get to talk to him. And Ricky even got him to rap for us, which was super fun. So yeah. he's just like he is on the show, super sweet, and we love talking to him. We got some tea about like what OGs have contacted him and given him some advice and what we can expect for the rest of the season. It's like a big moment between him and somebody. So go check out the interview at the end, and we'll stick around for the recaps too. So
yeah.
Start with Salt Lake City.
Yeah, let's start with Salt Lake City. Yeah, I feel like it was a good episode. We're in Greece. Like I always wonder like how they go from these massive like chaotic fights to like, oh, we're all going on vacation together now. Like, let's go.
It felt a little jarring, right? Because I thought we left off like at this tea party fighting and yelling, and then all of a sudden we're in Greece. I'm like, when did that happen? Did I miss something? Did we just like went straight from one thing to the other? But obviously Angie is Greek and always talks about Greece, so they go to Greece. Oh, and did you see Bronwyn's deviled egg shirt? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. I saw it.
Yeah, so we see Angie. Was that her family was there too? Her parents?
I don't think that was her family.
Her dad lives in Salt Lake, so
I think that was just like translators or like people who know the Greek language that were trying to teach the girls how like words, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, where did these people come from? But
yeah.
Their driver was named Nico, which is funny because I had a boyfriend that was Greek named Nico. So this must be a popular. I keep talking about boyfriends today. I haven't had 100 boyfriends, I swear.
I've only had a few.
My last episode, I said I had a boyfriend who thought he was a vampire. So go check out the Love is Blind Italy for that story. But now I had a Greek boyfriend named Nico. But have you ever had a Greek boyfriend?
I've not.
Have you been to Greece?
I've not. That's one place that I really do want to go, and this episode made me want to go even more, for sure.
It's beautiful. I mean, I've never been, but it looks beautiful.
It does look beautiful, but nice. What I've heard is like that place where they're at, where you see the view of all the buildings and it looks incredible. I've heard so many people say, and like even if you go on TikTok, like that it does, like in person, like there's so many people like walking, like it's so crowded depending on obviously what time of year you go, that like you can't even enjoy it because there's just people everywhere you turn. But
yeah, I know everyone like goes to Europe in the summer and it looks amazing, but so busy, right? Because that's when everybody goes. So maybe there's like a better off season when it's not so crowded.
Yeah.
This whole Cartier watch thing was hilarious. So.
Yeah, I mean the fact that what is her name? Heather was like, I mean, it was just $6,000. I'm like,
right? No big
what?
deal.
She was like, it was $6,000.
And she got two.
I bought two. Yeah, I bought her it was like BOGO. So I just got her one too. Like, it's like, must be nice.
Yeah, they're paying them well over on Salt Lake, I guess, which I feel like we have to mention. Jen Shaw was released from prison. You don't know the whole Jen Shaw. Well, I told you a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
You told me when we started the season. I'm very well aware of who she is now because they talked about her so much in the first few episodes.
Yeah, so I think she was sentenced to 6 years. She only served 33 months. But I did see something about her having to do like house arrest now. I don't know how long that's for, but either way, Andy says she won't be back. She like ripped off senior citizens. So that's not like a crime like a DUI, which DUI also is awful, but not if it's just a DUI and you didn't hurt anyone, there's not technically a victim, I guess, even though it is still a possible victim. So people were okay to forgive the DUI perpetrators, but this crime I don't think is something that people want to see on TV again. But a lot of people say she will probably end up on a show, like something, maybe not Housewives, but like Traitors or House of Villains or something. But it sounds like she's on house arrest, so that's not for a while. They've been doing fine without her, so I don't think they need her back.
Yeah, I think the season's going great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But would that bother you, like Lisa was bothered, if you had to watch and your friend got the same watch?
No, and it's not the same watch, right? Like Cartier has so many watches that I think that Angie's point was that, Lisa, you think that you're the only person that has nice stuff or can afford nice stuff, and you walk around with a chip on your shoulder acting like if somebody has something else nice, it's because they saw you with it or they want to mimic you or they, you know what I mean? And it's, I think it's okay to like something a friend has and like get something similar or get the same thing. But I don't think in this case, that's what this was. And it's like Lisa does that so much that it's so annoying. Like, not everyone, you're not the only rich bitch in this group. Like, you're just not, you know, so much so that Heather can go buy 2 watches just because it's a joke, you know?
Yeah. I know. I like that they gave Lisa a hard time about that because, they're going to have the same outfits, jewelry, watches. Like you said, they're all well-off people, and there's only so many brands that you can buy. So she's a little dramatic about it. What was up with Bronwyn? It's like she had amnesia or something. I was so confused because I think like everybody likes Bronwyn. She's a fan favorite, but some of the things this season, I'm kind of like, I don't know. There's something off happening here.
I was so confused. I was like, "Why?" First of all, you brought this to the group. Nobody brought it up. You brought it up, and like Angie was just making a joke. Like she was honestly like, just like, "Oh, are we gonna see?" Because you did say that maybe you're interested in opening up your marriage, or maybe you need to come with an agreement between you and Todd. And now all of a sudden, it's not funny. Don't talk about it. I never said that. I'm surprised that they all let it go so much. It feels like maybe that's one of those conversations that were cut by production a lot and maybe went on longer than we know, because I think even Mary jumped in and said, Bronwyn, like, you're the one that brought this up. Like, like what? Like, you can't just act like you don't know what we're talking about now. And it's like, she really committed to the bit. Like, like, I never said that. Like, I mean, she never said that they had an open marriage, but you did say that it's something that you wouldn't be opposed to. So Angie was just making a joke. You could have made a joke back and been like, I'm not quite there yet, but, you know, still needs to talk to Todd about it. Like, you could have made it funny, but to act like you're just perfect now is weird.
Yeah, and act like they never had any problems. Like when she had gone to this little lunch or whatever with no ring on and made a point to say she asked him to leave the house. She hadn't talked to him for a few days. And did she tell everybody that they were considering an open marriage, or was that just to Whitney? I couldn't remember.
I think it was just to Whitney in detail, but I think to the group, she did say something along the lines of, she wouldn't be opposed to an arrangement. I think she did say that.
That's what I was wondering, because I thought maybe Whitney told the group, but then Bronwyn didn't call that out at all. So I was like, she must have talked to all of them about it at some point.
And she seemed really upset. Like, she seemed very stale about it. It was very weird. Like, you put us in your business. You do know that, right? Like,
yeah, very confusing, because last season we saw Bronwyn, she acted like Todd bought her this like $4 million necklace, but then it came out that she lied about that, and so now she's lying again, and she's had that fraud thing in her past. So I'm like, does she have a bit of a lying problem? Maybe she was not thinking they were gonna like, it was just very confusing. Like, she was acting like it never happened, and it was on camera. So
like, she was acting like, what are you guys talking about? Like what?
Like, roll the tapes. So I don't know if she asked them to cut that out and she didn't want it part of the show, but you know, I don't think they can do that. They don't get away with that. You know, once you say it on camera, it's a thing. So very bizarre. So I wonder, because it seems like something's going to happen in this finale. Whitney told us in our interview it's something like shocking, and she couldn't believe that she was a part of it. I really hope it's not about this plane. Like, I just don't care anymore.
I don't
Brittany
care
doesn't care.
anymore. Heather definitely, I seen a clip of Watch What Happened Live, and she definitely implied that there's going to be footage from the plane on the reunion. So we'll get the final answer. But it just, this continuously coming up is like so annoying. Brittany's not even talking about it. Like, Whitney seems to be the only one hung up on it. Like, why are we all crying at this dinner table over this plane? I don't even know what the fuck's going on right now. Like,
no, they're all more upset than Brittany is, and it's going to be like 4 more episodes, because I think it goes to 17. So 4 more episodes of wondering about this plane. I don't think I could do that. I still enjoy watching them, and I'm not saying like, oh, it's boring or anything, but the plane, we don't need this plane narrative. Like, if it came out that Bronwyn like hooked up with someone in Greece, that's more interesting to me. I don't need to hear. I don't.
Or even Bronwyn lying about Todd. Like, let's focus on that. Like, that's interesting, right? It's like Meredith, be mad. Meredith and Heather. Like, Heather, you can be mad at Meredith for calling you a liar. That's different, right? Like, that's not about the plane. So for Whitney to drag it back to the plane, we're all crying because of how you treated Brittany on the plane. Who gives a fuck at this point? Like, Brittany doesn't give a fuck. Lisa, I don't know why Lisa feels the need to speak for Meredith. Like, she ends up jumping into where Meredith doesn't have to really answer for herself. Like, and I feel like if Lisa would just shut up, then they could get to a bottom line. I do think that it was nice of Meredith to try and give Heather a peace offering. She accepted it, but yet still, I get both sides, right? Meredith doesn't want to talk about it in front of the group because it's just going to rile everyone up, which is exactly what it did. It took it back to Whitney, took it back to drug use, took it back to her blacking out. And Heather doesn't want to have the conversation outside of the group because it's like, bitch, you're going to make up shit I said. And like, you know, so I think it would have been more productive to maybe have one other girl there, not trying to have that conversation at the table.
Wait, what happened with Meredith's drug test? They didn't do those?
They didn't do them. It was just for play. It was just for show.
Because that would be a revelation for the reunion, but I don't even know. I'm sure they're all on some kind of something. So.
Yeah, Whitney seemed like very out of it. Yeah, she's seen, you're crying, your eyes are glazed over. Like, babe, I think you're on something, but whatever. Not my pig, not my farm.
Yeah, she did take a little spill on the hill, fell down. So, but that could happen to anyone in those shoes. So maybe not necessarily drunk, but she was like super drunk at BravoCon. I don't know if you saw the clips of her at Watch What Happens Live on the stage, but she was a hot mess. But we've all been there, so I'm not judging her. But she is pointing out Meredith's drinking a lot, and you're blacking out, so it's like, careful, because you're also getting really drunk.
Yeah.
That was so funny when Mary was like, something about not caring about other people's feelings. She always has the best one-liners. So she's like, I can't believe I said that.
Yeah, she's so funny. She is so funny. She's like, why are we arguing about Cartier watches? They're grandma watches.
Yeah. She like didn't even know how to say it. She's like, I don't even wear that. It's not even good enough for me. So
yeah,
he's taken on like quite a mediator role.
Yeah, for
she's
sure.
Always like, yeah, it's nice to see.
She's never in the mess. She's just right on the outside of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Trying to get people to make up and have the tough conversations. What did you think of Meredith when Heather was kind of like going at her and she just was like staying calm and she just wouldn't engage?
I think she wasn't engaging because she said to the camera, I'm not going to have this conversation in front of the girls. I'm not going to give them any fuel to the fire. Like, and I think she knew that if she said anything other than, okay, yes, I agree, I don't agree, that it was gonna turn back on her and all daggers were gonna be pointed at her. She didn't want to have the conversation in front of the group. I don't like Meredith. I don't fuck with Meredith, but I agree that like having the conversation in front of the group makes it more chaotic than it probably would need to be, you know?
Yeah, and I just don't know why at this point she doesn't just say, okay, maybe I don't remember and you guys are right, I was not nice to Brittany. She did just point out a TikTok of someone saying my husband cheated on me, so I feel like I was allowed to be mad. sorry about my reaction. And then we could just all move on. Like, just,
Yeah.
she won't admit it. So I guess that's what's
I think
frustrating,
once you're, hey, look, you got to commit to the bit, as I've said. Like, once you're, like, she has doubled down on this so much, and for like so many episodes at this point, she's got to see it through.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late to turn back, because now if she does that, it's gonna be like, so you were lying this whole time. So she can't win at this point. She's got to get through it.
What did you think of Lisa missing the sunset to get her glam?
I think it's exactly what the girls said, kind of like how to be so rooted in insecurity, to be so insecure that like you'll miss moments of once in a lifetime trips, maybe not once in a lifetime for her because she likes to say she has all this money, but you know, people that have to flash materialistic stuff and brag about what they have, and you know, you know, even when her husband came in and she had all this Gucci and all this, you know, this around her, like that's to make up for something that's empty within. And I think her glam didn't look any better than all of the other ladies who did their own makeup. So I'm not really sure of the purpose. And then you put sunglasses over the glam. Like it didn't make sense. I don't think there's anything wrong with her like wanting to have some time for herself and like enjoying certain festivities by herself. But like you're getting glam 2-3 times a day. Like who do you think you are? You're not Beyonce. Like
no. It's so funny how she was being so stubborn too. Just like, yeah, I've been walking around for hours, like since before the sun went down, and acting like she wasn't in glam, but they knew exactly where she was. So,
yeah,
she just gotta admit it. Be like, I missed the sunset for glam. That's my choice. So that's what I wanted to do. So let me do it. But
right.
So she flies them from Salt Lake to Greece. Like that has to be expensive.
No, she found somebody in Greece. A makeup artist is what it sounded like. Yeah.
Because I know on like other housewife shows, they've flown their glam, and like Beverly Hills, they do that a lot. So that's new though. Like in the last 10 years, they used to just roll out of bed, go normal. It was less high maintenance.
Some people want like their glam team that they know, okay, you could do my hair, you could do, and some people will just find somebody to do it wherever you're at, you know, but that's risky because if you don't like how they do your makeup or your hair, then you look like shit.
Yeah, that's probably why she had the glasses on. She probably didn't like it. So it was all that for nothing. So
yeah, but it looked like she used the same girl that she had used earlier in the day. So
yeah. Well, it ended with Lisa crying. I think they were all crying, right? Like,
yeah, why was Lisa crying? But that really hurt my feelings. Like, we weren't even talking about you, Lisa. We were talking. I just remember in that instant, it was something that was like directly at Meredith. And then Lisa jumped in, made it about herself. She started crying. Then Whitney started crying because Lisa was crying. Everybody was fucking crying. It was just a hot, drunken mess. Like, all of them were... When you start crying for no fucking reason, you know you're drunk.
Yeah. Well, and I think Meredith has given Lisa a hard time before about not defending her, so I guess that's what Lisa's trying to do, but... And I don't think Lisa feels like the other girls are on... Like, they don't really like her that much. She has problems with a lot of them, so maybe she feels like Meredith's her only ally, so she has to get into her mess, but it's just making things worse for Lisa. I think she doesn't need to get involved. But I just, at this point, we all just want to get to the end now to see this damn footage. So, and then what? Okay, if it's her yelling, like, do we care anymore?
No, we literally don't, because whatever happened, Brittany forgave her for it, you know? And it's also like really annoying to me that like Whitney keeps hounding, this how you treated Brittany, how you treated Brittany. And Brittany just sits there silently. Like she go pick a side. Like either say like, hey, Whitney, I really appreciate you like sticking up for me, but we've moved on. We've let it go. Like I would appreciate if everybody in the group could do the same. Or be like, you know what? It is really bothering me, Meredith. And that's why the girls keep talking about it, is because I was really hurt by it. And you didn't seem to take any accountability for it. But she just fucking sits there like a deer in the headlights, letting everybody fight her battles for her. And I don't like that.
Do you know who the actress Melissa Gilbert is? She was like on Little House on the Prairie. Anyway, she made this post yesterday. I guess she was in New York City. and she saw Brittany and Jared on the street. And so she was like, oh, that, like, she's a Housewives fan. And she's like, that's Brittany. And her husband was like, go say hi. And so she went over to her, and she said, like, it was the typical interaction you'd expect. Like, Brittany was out of it. They were talking. Jared was going on about how he's the villain. And then Brittany just disappeared and went in a cab and didn't even say goodbye. And then Jared ran off and went in the cab. And so Brittany saw, I guess she tagged everyone in her story about it. And Brittany saw the post and commented and said, like, sorry, we were rude. Someone had just stolen my engagement ring. And so then everyone was freaking out, like, wait, they're engaged? But remember, she said on the show, we got engaged.
And then we got unengaged. Unengaged, so maybe they got re-engaged.
Well, apparently she just carries the ring around in her purse all the time, waiting for him to ask again. So
okay. All right, Brittany. I can't.
But yeah, some people were just shocked that she had the engagement ring, but I'm like, no, she told us about this. That she said they got engaged, and then they got unengaged, so I guess she has the ring in her bag. Something makes me feel like she's waiting, like they are engaged, but they want some kind of moment, like on the show or at the reunion, so they're gonna wait for that. But maybe, anyway, that was a little funny Brittany story. I told you, I feel like she is, at first I really liked her, and then, like you said, after you saw a lot of clips, you're like, she's kind of annoying, and now I'm like, I don't know if she's really nice or not. I can't tell.
I don't think she's nice.
Like
I don't think she's nice. I don't think she's nice.
No. Now hearing about this interaction, and I mean, people have off days, and she was clearly distracted, but seeing that one scene with her and Jared made me reconsider how I felt about her. So, and interesting that they didn't give her a snowflake, and the whole damn season is about her. This whole plot is about Brittany.
Yeah. And the whole end of the season. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, any other thoughts before we move on to Vanderpump?
Nope.
Yeah,
I have very little thoughts on Vanderpump. I have very little thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like how it felt like we were still in, like, the first episode, like, still in, like, introduction mode. I feel like they should just let them go, and we'll learn about them as we go. I feel like we used to get that a lot in the past, and now, like, people's attention spans are so short, and they feel like they need to give us all the information up front, and, like, the plots have to be all figured out, and usually you would get, like, a year or two to get into a show, and they don't have to rush it so much, right? Like, I felt like it was, I kept thinking it was the first episode still, because they were still, like, introducing the people, and I'm like, we get it, we know who's who. We did get to learn more about them, which I guess we need, because we had 11 seasons with the other cast, and everyone's new, so Venus is still our favorite.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We got our interview with Venus out after this. But what did you think about him saying he's a manifestation coach and coming from a small town in Texas?
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know what my thoughts are, because I believe that manifestation is very real. I believe that you manifest things in different ways. Do I think that you need a coach to do it? I don't know. Maybe it'll be helpful. Maybe it'll make your manifestations come through quicker, you know?
Yeah. Well, and knowing that he manifested being on the show, and now he is, so it's like, okay, his manifestations work. So if he can impart that onto other people, that's cool. But Audrey, so she was talking about a breakup, and she said October, and they said like 8 months ago, and I'm like, that would be like June then. But then she said she's an Aries, which is April, so I got a little confused on the timeline. I don't know when they started filming.
Yeah, I have no idea. Audrey is the 21 that was
blonde one.
22.
Yes.
And she's dating Chris, who's 31.
Well, they aren't dating yet, but we have mentioned in previous episodes, we saw Chris and a little blonde girl at the Netflix party. So we're assuming that they're together, but there are a lot of blonde girls, could be someone else. But it seems
on
like
the show, they're setting them up to like, there's an interest there, which again, there's a huge age gap there, I guess. And again, this is where it goes to me, the relatability for me. I cannot relate with a bitch that's turning 22. No. I don't find her funny. I find her annoying. Like, I find her annoying. Like, but of course, I'm an old bitch compared to her 22-year-old young, thriving self. So it's like, do your thing, girl. But I can't relate. I can't relate.
That's probably what's happening, right? Like the show isn't for us. They're trying to get new audiences.
It's for the new audience. Yeah. And it's doing well. The show's #1 on Peacock. Like, I think that they will be able to bring back that essence that was Vanderpump Rules, because like it or love it, it was dying out. Like Scandival, brought it back. Like we had a couple of boring seasons, but it's like, okay, how entertaining can one's life be? But then Scandival really put it back on the map. And when Raquel did not come back that season after Scandival, it's like that's all people wanted to see. They desperately needed her back for that season to save the show. They should have given her whatever the hell she wanted. I don't know if you've seen recent pictures of Raquel, but she's Rachel now, and she's living in a small town, got her an older man, looks 20 years older than the Raquel that we all know. She doesn't wear makeup anymore. She said, fuck this reality TV stardom life. Like, I just want a simple life. Fuck you bitches. You are not about to ruin my fucking life. And she's settled into a very normal life. But I think that they desperately needed Raquel that next season to save it.
Or just not Sandoval. If she wasn't coming back, then we didn't need him back. I would have liked to see the girls like Ariana, Sheena, Lala, and doing other stuff. But I didn't need to see them try to be friends with Sandoval again. It just wasn't realistic.
It wasn't realistic. And I do think that, I think it's #1. So people are liking it. And Venus says that, people are coming up to him at Sephora and coming into the restaurant to take pictures with, and it's only been 2 weeks. So if that's all happening already, I think maybe the show will be really, it really is going to capture that younger audience and have the same effect that it had, the OG Vanderpump had on us when we first started watching it. So
yeah, and they're just going to need time. People have to grieve and let go of the old cast because, like you said, even if we miss that old cast, that wasn't going to happen anymore. That's not an option. So
I didn't even finish season 11, to be honest. I was snooze fest.
And we've got the Valley now, right? So if you still want to see those people, they're not in the SUR of their life anymore. That's where they are now. And so if you actually like that cast and miss that cast, then some of them are on a different show, so you can still see them. But them as what we remember is just not there anymore. The same thing happens with the New York one, right? They rebooted it, they got a new cast, and everyone misses the OGs, myself included. But the last season of the OGs was very bad, and it wasn't what it was before, and we were never going to get that back. And so people still want to bring this cast back. And I would watch that and I'd still enjoy it, but it's not going to be what it was. So people are missing something that you can't have again. So you needed to let that go and enjoy the new for what it is.
Well, I think that's why I think, like you said, this Vanderpump is not for us. It's for an entirely new audience. I don't even think that they're trying to keep the essence of the OG fans. I think that they're trying to captivate a new fan base, which is why it should have been a new name. But I think that they will accomplish that. I think that they will. Yeah. That they will do that.
A show like Secret Life, The Mormon Wives, the entire show is basically about social media and what goes on social media and what they post and all that. The fourth wall is totally gone. And that is so popular because that's what the younger generation wants to see. We are used to reality shows of 10, 15 years ago where it was there's no camera there and we're not on a TV show. We work in a restaurant. And now they've realized that's not reality to the younger people. They want to see all that stuff, the social media.
Yeah, that's why they're showing the production and showing the microphones and doing that. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But
that's reality. So we just need to accept this new show, which I am enjoying it. I enjoyed the first episode a little more than the second, but I'm going to give it time. So, and again, it's not really for us. It's for younger people.
I'm giving it 2 more episodes. I'm giving it 2 more episodes. I need some, they're doing the photo shoot. There's still some nostalgic moments and stuff. but I'm finding it hard to care. But there are those characters that I think that jump out to you that are like, okay, I'm intrigued by this person and this person and this person. And I think the only person for me so far that is Venus. I don't know why, because he's not like overly dramatic, and he's not like overly messy, and he's not like overly like chaotic, but there's something about him that I'm like, okay, I want to know more about this guy, you know?
I think he seems genuine and not putting it on as much as some other people, but then again, we need them to put it on a little. They're on a reality show. It's not like that's a bad thing. We wouldn't want to watch people just being like I said on Love is Blind, when they are so aware of the cameras, though they're like, I'm going to be on my best behavior and not actually hash out all these problems. So we need them to do that. But what did you think of Marcus's story? I didn't know.
Very sad.
Yeah,
very sad.
Definitely explains more about him.
Yeah, it does, but what I did not like is that how he went back and was like, yeah, like Lisa didn't even suspend me. She didn't fire me. Like, so it kind of seemed like, and what, like, I thought his story was sad, and then it's like when he did that, I'm like, you just use that to save your job, which is shitty. Not to say that that's not like what you're really going through, but it did seem like when he was talking to Lisa, he was really trying to squeeze them tears out. Like, he was like,
yeah,
you know, and I was like, damn, like, and then so to see him do that and then go and be like, yeah, like, I didn't even get suspended, like, I didn't like that. But it is very sad, and obviously he's dealing with a lot, and I think that knowing that he's dealing with the death of his mom most recently, for his girlfriend to be fighting with him like this is really crazy. Like, it's very selfish.
It does explain more about why they're still together, because I'm like, why wouldn't you just walk away? This is such a hot mess. But if he doesn't have any family, it would make sense as to why you'd maybe cling to like a girlfriend or a relationship more, because that's really all you have. For like, you have friends too, but he's got this person that he's probably comfortable with and doesn't want to lose them, but it's so toxic that you're wondering how they're making it work still. Which at the end of the episode, it seems like maybe they will break up, but I don't think so. It's like what Demi said. They say, oh, it's really over this time, and then 2 days later they're back together. So
yeah.
But when you hear someone say, I'm falling out of love with them,
that's kind of a big one. Yeah, like that's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to be like, wait around to see if you fall back in love or not. So
well, he's also probably just talking out of his ass, like you're talking to another girl, which makes it even fucking worse, bitch. But yeah, I think he's just blowing smoke, and that's what he's gonna say. I didn't mean it. But then it's like the fact that you're telling another girl is it's like you're trying to hit on this girl. Like, what's going on? Just a lot.
Yeah, and then I didn't really understand what the big fight was about. She's like a sister to me. Like, he did say it, so what were they so mad about? Because
he's saying that he didn't say it, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's saying he didn't say it. And he's basically what they were implying is that old girl is taking Marcus's word for it of what he says about, what's her name?
Natalie? No.
Natalie. Natalie. And it's like, you haven't read the text yourself. You're just taking what he says, and obviously he's not being truthful with what he says. You're telling Natalie she's like your sister, and then you're telling her, oh, I never said she's like my sister. Like, we're not that, you know, because Kim thinks that they're not as close as Natalie is perceiving it to be. So she deems their relationship inappropriate. Natalie is like, this is what he considers this, like, I basically consider him a brother. And it's like, he's not being forthcoming about his relationship with Natalie. To Natalie, he's making it seem like they're super close. To Kim, he's making it seem like they're not, you know?
Okay, because I'm like, why would he argue about saying that? Because it's good if you say that's like my sister, not, then people won't think that you want to hook up with her. So I was like, why is he saying he didn't say it? But so now,
but it's the opposite though, right? Like, if you say you have this girl that's like your sister, that typically means like you want to bang her. Like, she's not like your fucking sister, my ass, you know? So
just like on Love is Blind Italy, like if they got a friend around that's doing good morning texts and sending pictures of heels, but that's their sister, it's not a good sign.
And then she said she never sent pictures of heels. She was like, I just told him I got heels. Like, so that's like the miscommunication of it all. Really dumb pointless petty fights. So
Yeah. Which, again, like I said, it is realistic to that mindset of like working in a restaurant and dating your coworkers and getting drunk together and fighting. But I mean, yeah, we've aged out of that stuff. It looks very immature and toxic to us, but to 20-year-olds is probably very like, that's my life. That's how I fight with my boyfriend, right?
yeah.
I don't feel like the kids these days aren't really drinking and fighting though. Or
I
do
don't
they?
know because Marcus is not in his 20s. He's in his 30s.
Yeah. And Chris, I didn't know Chris was 31.
Yeah.
I thought he was. Oh. Yeah, I don't like. Well, you'll hear us talk about this with Venus, but I don't think Chris is good match for Audrey. I think we're going to see a lot more of that throughout the season, and I just don't like him for her. What did you think of his strip dance, whatever he did?
The only thing that was funny about that scene was them like, she's like giving a lap dance and they're like crying in the background over Marcus. Like, so it's like really crazy to see them in this deep, like emotional moment and they're crying. And then she's like, yeah, woo!
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's like, where do we look? So much happening. But
Yeah, it was super funny though.
yeah, I mean, I'm still going to keep watching because I want to give it a chance. And I like Venus and I like Natalie too. I just feel like she's entertaining. But maybe that's the problem with these shows too, is there's so many cast members.
Too
and
many.
they're all new
Yeah.
to us. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
a lot to get used to and get to know. And so I don't
Yeah.
know why they put Chris and his cousin on the show. Like, I don't know that they needed them, right?
They don't, but
Because they obviously... They hired him just for the show because he just started. So
yeah, it just takes away from the authenticity of it. It just seems like an acting job for him, you know. So whatever.
Yeah, we want to see this actual little friend group and what's happening with them. I don't know when. Do we ask Venus when he started? Because I think a few of them are new-ish.
Yeah, I don't think Venus is new-ish. I think he said he's been there since 2023. So.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And then Demi's been there since the dawn of time, apparently. So
yeah. Yeah,
well,
which is difficult. Like I'm wonder how she manages them, is their friend and then also is significantly older than all of them. So
yeah, I guess they need someone who's a little bit more level-headed, but I don't know. She seems to be getting in the mess a little bit.
yeah.
Well, I'll still be watching. You guys let us know if you're enjoying it, what are your thoughts so far, and stay tuned for our interview with Venus coming up now. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening
To Reality Receipts. It's Ashley and Ricky, and as you can see, we have a very special guest today. We're so excited to talk to Venus from Vanderpump Rules Season 12, which just premiered last week. So thank you so much for being with us, Venus.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited to talk to you. So we saw on the most recent episode, you came from a small town in Texas, and now you're on Vanderpump Rules. How has life changed for you in the last 2 weeks since the show came out? Has it been a big adjustment?
Definitely. I went
Yes.
from like staring into cows' faces for 15 years to now when I go into Sephora, I'm being approached and I'm on the #1 show on Peacock. So
Yes,
life is
that's
definitely
amazing.
changing.
Period.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
We
So-
love that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do lots of people come into the restaurant already to see you guys and swarm you
Oh,
for
yeah.
pictures? Yeah, I bet. That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. All night.
Oh, oh my goodness. So I have to ask, like, how does it feel like stepping into the shoes of such an iconic show, such a popular show? And have any of the OGs like reached out to give you guys any advice or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's an honor because the OGs, you could never replace them. They are their own entity, and it's just, I definitely feel like I can bring what needs to be brought to help save this show and make it
Yes.
iconic again.
Here we go.
And with who's reached out to me, Tom Schwartz has reached out to me. I love him.
Mm.
Mind you, he's, on the show, he's kind of like timid and stuff. And yes, he's timid in real life, but he's actually an angel being.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, I'm obsessed with him. And
Yeah.
no one else has, but Jesse from the Valley has as well. And
Okay.
he gave me
Okay.
good advice too.
Okay, what was that advice?
Just like be myself and don't try to plan things in your mind or try to narrate the situations. Just go in it
Mhm.
shining like the star you are, and that will be seen. Like the world will know what's real and what's not. So just always be yourself.
Yeah.
It's true. I think the audience can really tell who's genuine and who's not. And I can see that you're already a fan favorite. Everyone loves you so far. And I like the show because as someone who worked in restaurants, it is so genuine to me. These are things that really happen when you're in that restaurant business. And so you find yourself kind of in the middle of the couple drama a lot. And your friend Audrey, it seems like something romantic is coming up with her and Chris. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you like Chris for her or are you like, stay away, don't do it?
Um, I love Chris, don't get me wrong,
Uh-huh.
and Audrey, of course. I don't know if they're compatible. I think the
Hmm.
world's gonna have to watch their relationship play out, and I'm sure everyone will have their different opinions. Uh, but as for me, I just want them to be with, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't think that they're compatible personally.
I get
Ah,
that.
so no, we don't like Chris. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
We
For
love Chris.
Audrey,
We love Chris.
for
We love
Audrey,
Chris.
for Audrey,
Just
For
not for
Audrey.
Audrey.
For Audrey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with somebody else.
Chris is a sweetheart. He's an angel.
So speaking of hookups, we're all about the tea here on reality receipts. You got me twisted. I don't even know the words of my own show now.
Oh my God.
Have you hooked up with anybody on the cast?
No. No way.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
no thanks.
I'm looking for like a professional athlete or something. I don't know about
Period.
them. But
Period.
no. I'm not really in the dating scene or anything like
Mhm.
that. Like I prioritize me and my dogs at
Okay.
all times. I'm not looking for no man. Um,
Mhm.
but I'm ready to hook up with somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So we won't see any dating from Venus on this season. We won't see any love
You'll
interest.
see some things, but you're not gonna see a complete relationship.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing
Okay.
Which is
too.
better. I shine better alone anyways.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah. We just want to see you, so that's perfect. We saw that there was a little party earlier this week, I think on Monday, a little screening party for the show. So was there any drama at this party? Is the cast all getting along, enjoying each other, or is it not going so well?
I will say we've been fighting all year long. It never stops, like
Yeah.
ever. And at this party was the first time 100% of the cast was getting along, pretended like nothing has ever transpired between us. I think it was the
Good.
night that we all collectively realized, wow, this is really happening. This is our moment to shine. And
Hmm.
we need to be by each other's side and not only enjoy this moment, but it's time to like celebrate ourselves and look past our differences. And I really think that night did that for us.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my invite must have got lost in the mail. I don't know.
Lost, honey. It's still in the mail.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's not coming.
Next
Can you
time.
tell us a little bit more about your friendship with Marcus? I think it's very special. Like, what do you like about him? I think hearing more of his story in episode 2, like, I have such a soft spot for him. I did not know that information shocked me. But what makes you gravitate towards Marcus? Like, what do you like about him?
Well, I think what charmed me about Marcus is that he's relentless with being a fool and acting dumb and starting chaos and then acting
Hmm.
like nothing's happened. And sometimes it's funny. And then
Mm,
if it involves me, then it starts to get annoying.
mm,
Yeah.
But I think with him, he's so unpredictable that that's what I love about him. But it's also what I hate about him as well because
okay.
he can be too much or he can be just right. But I love a troublemaker. Like
Yes.
I love
It's
reality
necessary.
TV, and he gives it.
Yeah, he brings the
True.
drama. He brings the
Mhm.
Yeah.
drama for sure.
Yeah, we need those people. We need a little bit of everything, and he definitely brings that. So you guys, it's fun to watch your friendship unfolding. We saw in this episode that you're a manifestation coach, and I also read that you're dabbling in like rapping and painting and writing a book. So what is the book about? Is it like a manifestation book or more of like a life story book?
My book is a life story. It starts from the day I was born, and I
Love
can't say
it.
when it ends, but it is definitely a book about my life. It's just like Chelsea Handler's books. I don't know if anyone's ever read
Oh,
those, but
yes. I've read
uh,
that one.
she's who inspired me to write my book. I'm ready for that to come out. I've been working on it since 2012. I'm
Oh,
bored. I'm
wow.
ready to start writing my next book. Um,
Love it.
And the rap career, like I don't know how far that's gonna go, but I do
Yeah.
like enjoy rapping. I love writing my own rap songs. When I'm in the car, I'm only listening to rap, usually, or female rappers, mind you, not male.
Yeah.
But and that's like my escapism. Like if I got
Mhm.
Megan Thee Stallion on in the car, I feel amped, I feel pumped, and I feel like the best version of myself. And that's kind of the vibe of what I want to give to other people if I start actually putting out rap songs.
Yeah. Well, if you want to spit something for us right now, you tell me.
Oh my God.
Put him on the
I can spit
spot.
something out right now. I spit something
Okay.
out to Schwartz. I'll give you 2 bars, okay?
Love
Give
it.
us
All right.
Okay.
Um, I'm riding with the top down so these bitches can see me. If you want to copy me, just know that shit ain't easy.
Hey,
I love
period.
it. Okay. Yes, you have to do this. You need to release the song, please. So you need something like that. That would be amazing. I think that's so cool to have so many hobbies. It keeps the creative juices flowing, and I'm excited.
Every week I'm something different.
I love it.
The manifestation coach is cool because would you say that you like manifested Vanderpump Rules for yourself? Like
100%. I have the
yeah.
proof in writing.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I would love to see that. I would
Yeah.
love to
I
see
think
that.
that's gonna have to wait until one of my next books, but I've never actually told this out loud to the public before, but I actually do have written things where I'm like, I am a worldwide reality superstar, January 15th, 2023. 6 months before I ever even started working at Sir.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
manifestation works. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are going to be signing up for your manifestation coaching because you're proof that it works.
Exactly.
Is there anything that you're super excited for the audience to see coming up? Any little tea you can give us on the rest of the season? I know we're just starting, but is there like one moment in particular that you can't wait for us to watch?
Honestly, I guess my scene with Lisa.
Oh, that's
I
exciting.
think it's gonna be legendary. I don't know, what's used, what's not, but I think it was one of the most intense but best moments of my entire life.
Like a fight with Lisa or like a good moment with Lisa?
It's a really good moment with Lisa, but I don't know, just when you're in the presence of Lisa, it's so strong. And we were talking about like the deepest depth of me I was spilling to her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's intense alone. And to do it to Lisa in her bedroom is just next level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Experience. It was like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
I can imagine. We seen her at a restaurant in Vegas and we were like, oh.
Yeah.
She's
an icon
Exactly.
for sure. Well, we cannot wait to watch you on the rest of the season. Vanderpump Rules season 12 is streaming on HeyYou right now. First 2 episodes are out, so go check it out. It's on Tuesdays. Thank you so much for being here with us, Venus. We had a blast talking to you, and thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.